Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol JAGX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes summarizing the price action very straightforward. So if you were to say, Clay, look, summarize this for me very quickly, I would say pump and dump. Flat out pump and dump. Now, before we start throwing stones, I'm not saying this is a pump and dump in the sense of this company is being run out of somebody's basement over in Somalia. I'm not saying that. I'm just making that statement based solely on how the price acted today. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price is right back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So let's just apply that definition. Where did all this start? Well, I'm defining the starting point as, the key breakout above, the range, and that was right here at 72 cents. I think we can all agree that if you look back here through the history of the chart, that this 72-cent range was very stubborn. It tried multiple times to get up above it and just couldn't quite do it. So when it did get up above it, and in this case it gapped up above it, that is where I'm counting, as the starting point. So now let's apply the definition. So price makes a really, really nice move. Well, again, considering that is where I'm, counting the starting point, and then the price went all the way up there after the gap up, I'd say, yeah, that was a pretty darn good move. Then within a relatively short amount of time, and considering this all happened in the same day, again, I would hope we can agree that, yeah, this would be considered a relatively short amount of time. The price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So at best, it's back to where it started right there at the green line. You could also argue it's actually a little bit lower than where it started. But the case in point, any way you slice it, is the price did not maintain any of its gains. And that's what a pump and dump is. Great move, and then all of a sudden, price is right back to where it all began. Now, am I saying that another nice move can never ever happen? I'm not saying that at all. But maybe another way to put all this would be back to the drawing board for the bulls. Because, yeah, the bulls constructed a nice move, but there just wasn't any sort of genuine power behind the move, because it's literally right back to where it all started. So back to the drawing board for the bulls. Maybe they can start something new next week. But as far as this price movement is concerned, I'd consider it a total pump and dump. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.